Opera is not often seen or heard in small towns, but for this week's In Focus, Mozart's classic comedic opera, The Marriage of Figaro, is setting high notes in Bemidji. Jamil Donath had a chance to listen in on the rehearsal yesterday and shows us how this opera is a bit different from most.
The highs and the lows of opera are no longer reserved for big city productions. Mozart's comic opera, The Marriage of Figaro, is taking stage in Bemidji, but with a twist of the tongue. With the Loon Opera Company's version, there are no subtitles necessary. Everything has been translated to English.
Things are much more fun when you can understand what people are saying.
Traditional operas like The Marriage of Figaro are mostly sung in Italian. However, The Marriage of Figaro has a complicated plot of love and deceit between servants and their counts wanting to cheat and the countess plotting against the count and dressing up like servants. It's hard to follow along even in English.
It's already a convoluted plot line, so having it in English definitely makes it a little bit more enjoyable for the crowds.
It's becoming more and more common in the language of the country for them to do the opera production in that language.
But while it is easier to understand for the audience, some singers say it's a bit challenging.
In English, we have so many consonants in the middle of words that it makes it more difficult to create smooth and pretty singing in English than when you're singing in Italian.
And others prefer English.
You understand everything that's going on, whereas Italian, French, German, you have to maybe translate and then understand what's going on before you can really kind of take on a character.
This is artistic director and Loon Opera founder Abe Hunter's second opera production put on in Bemidji. And his hope is to make opera an art for all communities.
I'm glad that the Loon Opera Company is bringing more of these opera productions here. And hopefully it'll be the beginning of more.
It also doesn't hurt that Bemidji is considered a mecca for musical talent. All but two of the actors are from the area.
Fortunately, there's a talent pool here in which to draw from, and so we're able to produce it in our backyard.
But bringing opera to a small town takes a little extra help. Hunter was able to pay for this ambitious production with a grant from the Bemidji Area Arts Endowment.
We really do want to see more opera in the area, so it was a great opportunity for us to be involved.
So if English is the new Italian and opera is the new musical, this new trend is sure to hit high notes in Bemidji. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath, Lakeland News.
The Marriage of Figaro premiered tonight and will run again tomorrow at 7:30 in the evening at the Bangsburg Theater on Bemidji State University campus. Certainly a unique take on that.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.